Patreon. Link in the description down below. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save Mayuri from getting killed by a train and then shot in the street.
She got shot in a building.
Yeah, she got shot in the building. She got ran over in the street. Yeah. I'm sorry. All these deaths for Mayuri are starting to blur together, man, because are they just going to, until eventually they figure out how to save her? Or are they just going to find out that it's hopeless to save her and then that's it?
Or it's just going to go really south and he's not going to get another attempt at some point.
Yeah, because what gets me is, you know, if they knock him out and take it in, we'll just have to see. If I'm him, I'm going back as early as I can. I'm finding Shining Finger, and I am pushing her into traffic. She may have ulterior for FB. Mm-hmm. She's like, for FB, for FB, for FB. Does that mean it's for Facebook? God dang you, Mark Zuckerberg. Why are you trying to kill Mayuri? I don't know what's going to happen.
The rating system of my anime list, by the way.
What's that?
Well, this is only like the third most popular, i.e.
the
most people have watched it, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or put it on on their anime list, but the ratings are actually a different list. And this is not actually as high up on the rating.
It's like ridiculously good.
I just figured I should correct that since I said that earlier in the series.
Oh, well,
Which, I mean, if
fine.
somebody was gonna point out the discrepancy with that, they probably would have by now. So nobody probably really cares that much.
Well, I mean, yeah, reaction to what happened in episode 12.
But the cool thing is that means that I actually have a list of some of the top rated anime of all time that we could check out something off of after we get done with this.
Yeah.
So,
well, and then of course, you know,
after we get done with something else.
Loki's finished now.
Yeah. Like I said, we have a request that is heavily requested from
one
of our biggest friends and fans. You know?
Yeah, he's become a actually really cool friend on the Discord, and you know, just in general, we just like hanging out with him and having fun with him. But yeah, we'll probably get to that after we're done with Loki, because me neither. I mean, and here's the thing: it's like here's the thing. I hate it when people say, it's like, look at these Marvel fanboys. Oh my gosh, they're so Marvel fanboys. They're so blind to like how dumb Marvel is. Like, no. I admit Marvel can be dumb sometimes. It's just, if we're not interested in watching something, we're not going to react to it. I'll watch it in my spare time.
Yet again, my favorite superhero is Batman.
Oh, you can't say that, though, dude. You can't say that, because according to the internet out there, because we don't want to suck Zack Snyder's dick, we're literally like scum of the earth, and we're like everyone just plugs theirs. It's like, they're Marvel fanboys, they're Marvel fanboys, they're Marvel fanboys. I don't want to listen to criticism. Zack Snyder's movies are perfect.
Zack Snyder made a really good Dawn of the Dead remake, and that's about all I'll give him.
Well, no, he did a good Dawn of the Dead remake. 300 was awesome.
Oh yeah, I forget that was him.
Also, his version of Watchmen was actually pretty good. I liked it.
As someone who hadn't read the comics, I didn't really care for it.
Well, and that's fine. And
not to mention, it gave me kind of an existential crisis after.
I
think it was actually probably my very first existential crisis I ever had was after watching that movie.
Well, honestly, if you want an existential crisis, I mean, Alan Moore's version is even worse.
Yeah.
Alan Moore's version is like even more terrifying. And
it just started making me think too much about the possibility of like a sudden like nuclear war or something just instantly wiping me off of the face of the earth.
Well, that was the panic
and I had to just
after
basically like
during the Cold
rethink
War,
things and be like
of Steins Gate, or episode 15 of Steins Gate, missing link. Oh wait, hold the phone.
We're supposed to be on 14.
I thought so too. Hold on, Did I click the wrong one?
Probably.
I did. I clicked the wrong one. Sorry about that. So I was right. It is 14, and I'm just an idiot. Okay, so thankfully we didn't see anything from 15 that gave away anything, and here we are on 14. So here we go.
それから俺はマユリを助けるために何度もタイムリープをした。どんな手を尽くしてもマユリは死んだ。萌香たちの襲撃がなくても
Throw the watch away. The watch is how they're finding her. Oh no.
Jesus, man.
死んだのは椎名真由里です。岡部君、いえ、岡部倫太郎は逃走しました。
どんな方法を
Wait, did she say that he?
And they're capturing him in a time loop, essentially.
There has to be something to break this, man.
死んでしまう
He's. Oh God, he's gonna have to let her
ま
die.
るで運命じゃないかそうかこれこそそんなものはないメールまで同じメールシャイニングフィンガータイムマシンの新たな情報が手に入った動くな両手を上げろ
Seriously, bro?
お前たちの正体は
アークディライトの
お前たちが今晩ラボを襲い俺たちを誘拐しようとしていることは分かっているお前たちはセルンなのか
ラウンダー。
ラウンダー
任務は IBN5100 の回収。
なぜラボを襲う IBN5000 セルンの内部組織だ
Oh, damn it.
次は私の
動くな
君などジョン・タイター考えられない。君しか
What?
違う待ってくれ頼むマユリを殺さないでくれ謝る俺が悪かった別にセルンの何かを暴こうとしたわけじゃないお願いだ何でもするお願いだただの好奇心だったんだ
Tell her. Tell Karisu she can help you, man.
タイムリープしないって決めたんでしょ。ちょっと岡部
Damn it!
マユリは
まゆりちゃんならさっき
知ってるここにパーティーに誘いに来たこともコスプレだ
すみません。そんなところで何してる。
クリス
Tell her.
初めてまともに名前を呼んだな。何が起きる。
誰にハッキングしろなんて言わなければよかったタイムマシンを作ろうなんて言わなければよかったマユリは
タイムリープマシンは絶対安全とは限らないのよ。場合によってはあんたの存在そのものがなくなる可能性だって。
人間は根源的に
マユリは大切な仲間よ。私だって助けたい。大きのマッドサイエンティスト世界の構造とやらを作り変えるんだろ。無論だ
Work together, man.
時間は今から5時間ほど前。ちょうどタイムリープマシンが完成する頃にセットしておいた。あんたはそこへ飛んでタイムリープマシンが完成したらみんなを解散させて私にさっきの話をして。多分私は信じる。念のためキーワードを決めておきましょうか。私が今一番欲しいものはマイフォークである。マイスプーンはもう持ってるし。ってそこに興味を持つないいか
Here we go again.
確かマユリのコスが完成すると同時にタイムリープマシンも
できたじゃあ私の勝ちだね競争してたんだ
やられた。これで完成。これが
実験はしないみんな疲れているだろうから話は後だ今日はこれで解散とするなぜここなんだ
ちょうど注文したらあんたからのメールが来たのよ。
まさかお前がここの常連とはな
別に常連ってわけじゃん。
俺は5時間後の未来から来た言ってることが全然違うじゃないか何が私は多分信じるだ
論理性皆無の発言私がするわけないだろう。
言ったんだお前が今一番欲しいものはマイフォークであるマイスプーンはもう持っているからともな
恨むぞ5時間後に
俺を信じる気になった
あのマシンやっぱり理論通りこれが全て事実ならかなりヤバい状況ね。
ああ
マユリを逃がすのではなく萌香さん ラウンダーだっけ？その連中を止めるというやり方は？
試した。だが結局
マユリを死に追いやっているのは直接的にはラウンダーだけど、おそらく本当の原因は違う。
これが完成しなければマユリは。
待って、短絡的に答えを出すのは危険よ。
Yes.
しかし
Take it.
I'm now thinking because she just brought up World Line Beta and the 1% divergence, that either she is John Titor or her father or someone closely related to her is.
その手がかりがこのダイバージェンスメーター。
There it is.
歴史観とは
We've been seeing those numbers pop up every time he sent a D-mail and things changed. Those numbers popped up instead of a 0 point something. It has to equal a 1 or go past 1%.
作ったのは岡部倫太郎なんだから。
Eh?
俺
がどれくらい違うのかを。世界線っていうのはちょうど毛糸とかこのロープみたいなもんなんだ。この糸が世界線。一つ一つが干渉し合うことはないけど、伝っていった先のたどり着く結果は一緒なんだ。
全てがマユリの死という結果に向かってるってことか。
でも世界線が大きく変動して、今いるアルファ世界線から 1% を超えてベータ世界線へ移動すると別の結果となる。
これだけで登るなんて無理よ。
しょうがないな。ここで待ってて。よいしょ。
何かの
That's an understatement.
来て、その選択によって未来が変わる世界線の分岐点のような年がいくつかある。最近だと湾岸戦争が起きた1991年して、タイムマシンが開発された2010年。分岐が起きる時ならアルファ世界線からベータ世界線への移動が可能になるん
The
だ。
satellite.
どうやって移動するんだ。
あなたの正体を教えて。
No way.
タイムマシン。
What?
私は2036年から。
We thought it was a satellite.
ジョン・タイターだよ。
You called it. You called it.
I got that one at least.
Oh my god, dude. Dude. You nailed it. Proverbially
yeah.
right on the fucking head. Jesus.
So yeah, the whole time we thought it was a satellite that crashed into the building, but it was just a time machine.
It was a literal freaking time machine, dude. That's awesome.
Bitchin'.
I had it in the back of my mind still, but I was committed. I had committed in my mind to the idea that it was a satellite, and it was just.
I think it's still pretty brain breaking to me though.
It's brain breaking.
It's like,
yeah,
oh yeah,
but
there's a beta set of world lines where the outcome is different, but it's like basically, I don't know.
well, no.
It's a moral thing to me. Like it's like even if you move to a different line where Mayuri doesn't die, you still left all these timelines behind where she fucking does, and you have all these Okabes trying to save her continuously that never can.
Well, I mean,
Shit like that. You know?
well, that's
it's it's
when-
weird to me. Unless she's saying like,
unfortunately, I think it effectively works the same way that space and dark matter work. Are you aware that?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that out of the entire known universe that we had that exists, we as human beings, with our current understanding of physics, will only be able to visit less than 0.00001% of it ever. You know why that is? But the universe is expanding so fast that even if we are able to get faster than light travel, it will be it will be impossible. The only thing that can really do that is something that bends space and time to where you're able to converge on the and we're not sure 100% how dark matter works, and who's to say that dark matter will prevent us from even being able to do that, you know, bending space and time and using a relativity drive to punch through into
so
a
I
different
don't really know
galactic
100%
quadrant.
what dark matter is. I've always thought it was just kind of a theoretical or sci-fi
Well,
thing.
no, dark matter / dark energy. It is literally the space between like the Milky Way, the Andromeda galaxy, and I think about 10 to 12 other dwarf galaxies that are, still in flux. But outside of this galactic quadrant that we live in, this little pocket, we are surrounded by dark energy / dark matter. And we are not able to protrude past that because we are we are splitting away at faster than the speed of light away from these other galaxies and these other galactic quadrants. And until we are able to like understand physics to the point where we're able to overcome dark energy / dark matter, and we're able to punch a hole to where we're into another galactic quadrant, we're never.
Honestly, in humanity's lifetime, like I think it's pretty far-fetched to think that we would even come up with faster than light travel to start with.
Well, it is possible. There's
people have theories about it, but I think that it's probably just kind of outside of the realm of actual possibility as far as what's available to us.
Well, in terms of
be able to do those things that it would require, know what I mean?
Well, well, again, dude, with our current modern understanding of physics, it's impossible. It's literally impossible for us to do it. But the more humanity learns and the more that science marches forward and we're able to progress, the more possibilities open up to us. For instance, we thought it was we thought it was impossible for the longest time to operate on the heart. That was actually in medical books for hundreds of years. You are not allowed to operate on the heart. Period. End of story. No question. But then over time, expand on the life of humanity. And it's the same thing that we're doing with gene therapy. Gene therapy is actually making tremendous strides forward, where we're actually able to reverse with fresh ones that are new. And you're actually able to stop yourself from aging at a certain point. But again, it's experimental, and they've been able to do it with like plants and certain microbials and all that. But on human subjects, it's about impossible to get clearance to do that. Someone literally has to sign every waiver and everything like that to literally be a guinea pig for gene therapy. And who's to say it won't do something terrible? It won't like fuck them up and like turn them into mush. Turn them into jelly, like how these like happen here. And in terms of
that's why I'm off their high horse and start making some real Class D subjects out of people that are actually on death row. They're gonna die anyways.
This is true.
Why not let them forward humanity like they were human pieces?
I agree to a certain degree, but at the same time, the moral
so there's always
morality.
The people that are like, what if they didn't actually do it? And it's like, okay, that's one thing. If they're not 100% sure, but if like someone in broad daylight pulls a fucking gun and opens fire on a bunch of fucking people in a grocery store and they're caught on camera and multiple people witnessed it and they managed to capture that person alive somehow,
well,
they're the first guinea pig for gene therapy. Why the fuck not?
Well, for me, that's the other thing as well. I mean, someone like Dylan Roof, complete and utter piece of shit human being, caught him alive, hands up on his head and all that. Yeah. And they caught him.
Gene therapy that guy. And if he doesn't turn to mush, then go put him in the chair afterwards.
There you go. If he doesn't turn into mush and he's just like, I'm immortal now. We'll see. And just electrocute his ass.
Do electrocute
to death. He deserves to have the fear of God put in his ass.
Well, I mean, he deserves to be fucking drawn in court. Still don't understand why.
Instead of spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on like lethal injection materials and stuff like that, that stuff actually costs a pretty good amount of money. Tell you what, I can go down to Lowe's.
We have to be humane to people who were anything but to other people.
Well, and here's the thing: the most humane way I can think of, and the cheapest way for society to do, for like $20, and guess what? I can reuse it. It's amazing.
Yeah, and there's a lot of arguments that that's not humane either.
How? How is it not humane?
Because people, like, you try to hang, sometimes just hang there for a...
This is the world's smallest violin playing. My heart feels
that's what I feel about, the guillotine and any other method of execution for people who are human pieces of shit, like, throughout history. I'm like...
The thing,
do you not think they deserve a bit of, like, retribution for their, like, at the end, like, a bit of fear in their hearts before they fucking die for all the fear they put into other people's hearts?
Yes.
It's like, I don't get that.
Like if they repent and all that...
People can say I'm a horrible person for saying shit like this if they want, but, like, I'm all for bringing back drawing and quartering and...
I am all for, like,
using it on people who are clearly, unmistakably human pieces of shit.
Yes. like irrefutable. Not not
like, oh, this guy supposedly killed his wife, but we only have certain amounts of evidence, and the jury just decided, yeah, he
it's
probably
like
did.
he doesn't have
Then
an
that
alibi
guy
and there's no witnesses.
Should just go to jail for the rest of his life.
That guy
because
should-
that way at least he'll be there if at some point someone comes across the evidence that proves that he didn't do it. you know?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like, but like the guy that fucking like you said, Dylan Roof, like no, he deserves.
No,
to have
he
something
deserves to
horrible
die.
happen to him.
Yeah. Malvo, also the DC sniper, he deserves to burn for what he's done.
Yep.
But honestly, there's a lot going on here. And one thing I was like drawing an attention to with with dark energy between the universes or between the different galactic quadrants and all that, it's the same thing here. Time itself is something that is segregated to a point in terms of like big events, big events that happen that change the fabric and that's something that will take a lot to change, or they won't be able to change it at all if they're not able to reach the 1% divergent window, which we'll see what happens. But anyway, this has been an interesting watch.
I'm pretty excited because after the past couple of episodes just being like kind of huge downers in terms of like what's
to get a
going
revelation
on,
like this.
Yeah, to get like this for the end of this episode, I'm just like, hell yeah. Like I'm really stoked about what's to come.
Hell yeah. All right, let's get into the next episode.
We're back on a track of some sort,
Yes, we are.
Hopefully fixing things. And I told you, it's a time travel show. They'll figure out a way to fix it somehow, I'm sure.
Or they won't, and Mayuri's dead.
I would give it a lower score if that happens.
I know. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on, everyone. So until next time, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you, everybody. Peace out.